If you guys enjoy tutorials like this, please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So in this video, I am obviously doing a holiday look, and I'm using the products I'm using because she has dry skin, she has under eye circles, her skin is not textured, and she doesn't have sensitive skin. So everything I use as far as skincare goes, or the foundation, the concealer, and everything I used on her skin, I used based on the type of skin she has. That's how I always analyze what I do before I start anybody's makeup and before I start anybody's skincare, so I know what products to use and what not to use. So as you guys can see here, her skin looks very clean. We've already cleansed her face, and you can see the only thing she has on her skin, honestly, or the only thing you see is just a little bit of discoloration under the eye. Nothing too serious, honestly. She has good skin. So right now I'm using the Urban Decay Quick Fix, and I am using the Boscia Glotion and the Benefit Total Moisture together, and I'm making sure when I sprayed the Quick Fix on her face, it was still her face was still moist when I added both moisturizers, and now her skin is fully dewy and completely hydrated. And next I am going in with under eye cream. It's something like a day under eye cream. It's something I've been doing for the past couple of months on my clients, and I've really been loving it. I cannot believe I have not been doing this before. So I just really love this step. It causes your under eye to not be dry. Doesn't matter what type of product you use under it, and don't worry if you have concealer, it's not going to crease if you do it properly. So right now I am going in, just filling in the sparse areas of her brows. You guys can already see that she has full brows. When I have clients or models or anybody with full brows, I really don't like to do too much to it. I just like to fill in the areas. If it needs filling if it needs any filling, and if it does, I do it, and if not, I just use clear brow gel and let it be. Sometimes people do a little too much to their brows, and it's really unnecessary. So right now I'm just using the concealer to clean up her brow, and it's gonna be the same thing that I use over her eyelid. I am not using eyeshadow primer because her eyes does not crease when eyeshadows on it, so I didn't bother. I just used concealer, and now I'm just using a powder that is the exact same shade as her complexion. It's just a cooler powder. Oh my god, can I speak? A cooler powder, and is basically what I used to set that concealer. So right now I am going in with the Marc Jacobs Scandulust eyeshadow palette. I know I've mentioned in one of my videos when I was going on a rant about supporting black makeup brands and stuff like that. This was gifted to me. A lot of the times I will find that brands that I love, that are brands that I don't buy, that are gifted to me, I still use them, but I won't spend my hard-earned money on them. So I used the middle shade in that palette, and now I'm using my favorite gold eyeshadow of all time. It is from Urban Decay, and it's Baked. I'm using this brush on purpose because I am blending it into the color that I already have placed on her eyeshadow. So I'm just buffing it and making sure it's not harsh. You guys can see, if I just placed it very precise, it would look very precise and harsh. So those two colors you guys see me mix together. The middle shade right here is what I initially had on her eyes before I added the gold, and that second to last color is like a brown burgundy color. I'm just adding it to her crease. It's not something I needed because she has like the perfect eyes for eyeshadow. So I didn't really need to add it in her crease because her crease is prominent already, but I just wanted to give the eyes an extra humph. And this is a look if your skill level is maybe beginner, definitely intermediate. you can achieve this look, because I'm only using 3 eyeshadow colors. I didn't use anything crazy. So this will be very, very easy for you to achieve if you want to go for something like this. So now I am just coating her lash with the Dior Show mascara. I really, really love this mascara. But note that I am not applying the mascara on her lashes in a way where I want it to be in your face, because she does really have long lashes, and but I'm not doing them to be neat. I'm not doing her lashes to look good. I'm just coating them to prep them for lashes that I will do at the end of this video. And I'm not using eyeliner on purpose, because the lashes we chose, for me, they're too dramatic, like on my face, because my eyes are really small, but it's perfect for her eyes, and she really loves lashes like that. I don't remember the style they are, but they are Huda lashes. So it was also gifted to me. Huda is also somebody I won't spend my money on, but I really, really do like the lashes, and I gifted them to her, so that's what we're using for her. Her under eye, I'm using this Inglot MW200. I really, really love it. You guys can see the difference already, and it's not something that is too light for her skin, and you can see the difference already from that eye to that eye, and I'm letting her know, and that was her reaction to look at the difference. But I don't like to put foundation all over the face and then under the eye and then add concealer. I don't like doing that. I'm sure it's something I've done in the past, and I've noticed recently over the years that it's not something that's necessary. And you guys can see the concealer I'm using matches her under eye perfect. So her under eye and her forehead area, they're lighter than the rest of her face, so that is why I'm using the concealer that I used in the shade that I used. And I'm applying everything very, very, very thinly and blending it out. I never want to apply anything heavy under the eye, because it's gonna dry out your eyes. Even though I used under eye cream, I just don't ever want to apply anything too heavy, and that's why I make sure I don't apply foundation and then concealer. It's never necessary. So you guys can see now that I have applied it on her forehead. I just skipped over that part. So I'm applying the foundation with my finger on her face, and you guys may not see it. That's because it matches her skin perfectly. As the video goes along, you will see at certain parts when she turns her face the other side, when I'm applying the foundation with my fingers, you guys will barely even notice that I'm applying it, because it just matches her skin so perfectly. And it is a Kryolan foundation. It's a foundation palette that I have had for years now. I love it. It's amazing for professional makeup artists, so you don't have to carry so many foundations in your kit. And I really, really love it. So I'm just blending it into the concealer that we've applied, and I chose this brush to do that because it's very, 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 very dense. I think it's a Morphe G2. I really, really love this brush. So I'm using it to blend everything together. And right now we're just talking about if we shave our faces or not. But everything, I'm just making sure everything blends in together. And now I'm gonna go in to her chin and her top lip area with the same concealer that I used on her forehead and under her eyes. Because if you guys remember, or if you notice, her under eye and her forehead area, they're lighter than the rest of her face. Her face is not just one color. That is why I'm using the concealer in the way that I am. So you guys will see now her under eye and the chin area, basically all the high points of her face, I'm making sure they all mirror each other and it does not look crazy. So this concealer, like I said earlier, it's barely a shade lighter than her under eye, barely. So I'm using my damp beauty blender with nothing on it, and I'm just using it to erase any crease that the concealer may have caused, and there was none. So I'm just making sure everything is blended in together seamlessly before I apply any powder to set it. And right now I'm just adding this. I'm not necessarily contouring. I'm just adding that really warm shade to her face to give her face back some life and dimension, because I know with all the highlighting and all that stuff that I did, it did make her face look flat. So I'm just adding some more color back into her face. And that was basically it for that. So I'm using my RCMA powder, which is my favorite, to set her under eye, and immediately after that, I'm not sure if I show it, but I sweep it away so it doesn't just sit on the skin, because I don't really bake under the eye. It's not something I do. So I'm just adding the powder there, and I'm gonna sweep it away. I hope you guys are enjoying this Christmas music. I've been listening to Christmas music like for the past 2 weeks and I'm not over it. So I used this powder. This is the same powder I used to set her concealer on her eyes, but I realized, duh, it was too cool. So I decided to use my RCMA powder all over the face. I am using the Killawatt highlighter from Fenty Beauty, and this is Me Money and Hustler Baby. And I have used this on literally a lot of people since I have gotten this, and it looks great on everybody, no matter the skin tone. So right now you guys can see the look. Everything, her face matches her chest. There's no discoloration going on. And my battery died, so while I let it recharge, I added the same color I used in her crease. I added it under her lower lash line to just smoke it out a little bit. You don't have to do that. I just wanted to do it because why not? So with that brush, there's nothing on it. I'm just using it to buff everything together so everything looks like it's marrying each other and it's seamless. This is Sephora collection Always Red 01, and this is the exact same color as the Fenty Beauty Uncensored Stunner liquid lipstick. So if you go to the store and it's not available, save your money. 2 of these is the price of 1 of that. These are the Huda lashes. I honestly cut away because this took too long, and I just wanted to show you guys me applying it. And this is the finished look. You guys can see the before and after here, and I really like the way her face was glowing. So if you're going to any holiday party, this can be a look you can achieve. If you guys want more holiday looks, please subscribe to my channel and thumbs up, and I'll pump more out for you guys. I kept all 3 goodbyes because I could not decide. So bye guys, thank you.